Excellent defense by Boston. Oh, and now Curry gets it right back from half court. And it's good! A Curry moment in Boston. Got it off in time. And drills a half-court shot.
This is screens to get Brooks off of him. Oh, he crossed him over. Let Brooks fly by. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Steph Curry.
Steph gets moving at 5. Dort a great defender at 3. Curry sidestep. Curry drive. Curry flip. Curry good! With 2 tenths again. Wiggins thinking the same thing. Curry 3. Got it! And he gave it the night-night on the way back.
Of course. Shot clock at 5. Steph on Tice. 2 men on him. Curry step back 3. Got it! Oh, man! You got to appreciate the brilliance of Stephen Curry.
He gave him the, oh my goodness, I'm an alien.
The game breaker. Andrew Wiggins took 2 defenders down pretty deep.
That's a hell of a find, by the way.
Amazing. You always got to know where Steph is. Find him, night, put him to sleep. Toying with people now.
He's coming out, and he's got a 40 spot. 42 for Curry.
And Giddey hustled up so he couldn't launch that 3. And then no-look lob. And GP2 180's in. Oh, man.
Showtime.
The NBA, 15 number 1 picks of the next 7 drafts. Steph Curry for 3.
Comes back and gets a deflection for the steal.
Steph corner 3. Got it!
3 doesn't matter. This is Steph's last 3. I love Pop's reaction. He's up, scratching his nose.
There was a few amazing things that happened there. Kuminga made the ball handler go the way he wanted him to go.
Volley's good defender. Curry got it over him and made it anyway. Not good enough. It's 14 in a game.
Look at the degree of difficulty here. Coulibaly is in the vicinity. He's there, but that quick release and that high arc, we saw it last game.
Lamb had that brilliant first half in Chicago with 14. Steph, the ball handling, the contact, the bucket, and an opportunity for a 3-point play. I still think of him as Terrell's little brother. Right? Do not have him at that age. Steph Curry's doing everything now.
He is on 1.
Steph at 5. 2 men jump at Steph smartly. Deep 3. He made it! He is superhuman!
Yo, this is too good. There's no defense for this. Kuzma's there. You got 2 defenders on him.
Some of the players were talking about just how much they wanted to send a statement, being that this is the last game, that the last time they will see this team this season, just in case these 2 teams do meet again in the finals.
9-0 run here for Boston. Made all their free throws. Here's Green. Resets it for Curry. And Stephen Curry for 3. Little sidestep.
Vincenzo attacking. Looney, good screen. Curry 3. Yes, sir! An opportunity for a 4-point play.
You can see that coming from a mile of work. And the Grizzlies saw that. They're in recovery mode. John Moran's like, oh no. Brandon Clark's like, oh no, it's Steph. They both back.
Steph on John Morant. Steph's got 29. John Morant's got 25. Curry 3.
There's the closer.
Steph on the overplay. Steph with the steal and the save. Ricochet to DiVincenzo. Push ahead Curry. The step around, the floater up and in. We're using clock as well as trying to score. 8-point lead with 1:20 left. Steph down the lane. Steph to put it up and in. A little shimmy shake will do you. Steph on the curl. Lets Muscala fly by, and his 3 is perfect.
Muscala switches out. He was like, great news.
Altay will get it back. Now getting it back to Steph. 5 to shoot. Curry deep 3. Shot it from Enid, Oklahoma, and dropped it in. Curry 3. Yes, sir!
That's a perfect screen. Kenrich Williams tried to shoot the gap. He didn't stay on him.
All the chances when they were within 2, the Thunder couldn't catch the Dubs.
Colors, but Okogie's got it rolling too. Curry. Bullseye for 3. Down to 35 seconds left. Chris Paul can't hit the 3. Kuminga trying to keep it alive. He does. Curry. Oh, yeah!
Aaron Fox minutes. This is the time to push.
Can you extend the lead?
And Steph is fouled! An opportunity for a 4-point play. Warriors will take it. That's a huge play. Steph Curry drops it in.
Here he comes.
They end up. Steph gets Şengün on a switch, but he picked up the dribble. Draymond set that screen. Another 3 is down.
Oh, my goodness.
Curry flurry in the 4th with back-to-back 3s. And now Jason Tate on the switch. Hides behind the Looney screen. Curry, step back again. Another one! 3 straight 3s! Trying to shoot. Curry had Hawkins fly by him and made the 3 anyway.
They wanted the offensive foul. You got to tech.
CJ McCollum, he's got a podcast. He's into wine. He's really a very intriguing player. Curry spinning it up and in.
Talk about intriguing.
Here he comes. Oh, Steph out of the corner. Oh, he got another one. Come on, are you kidding me?
I should say moves. It was multiple moves.
Steph on Shea. Curry to the rim to lay it up and in. 24. Big rebound. DiVincenzo just batted it back out. Curry 3. Got it.
He's on the board with his first field goal. Leading scorer for this Kings team. Steph relocates in the corner. That's what he does.
See, it's when he releases the ball that the game actually begins.
Green fires Curry. Curry hanging on to that pivot foot. Scoop layup is up. It's good. And a foul. Oh, a circus shot from Steph.
Yeah, Davis shouldn't foul him, but that
Curry fakes, fires corner 3. No good. Wiggins tried to slam it home. Curry the rebound. Curry inside, floats it up and in. What a sequence there for the Warriors, which has been his specialty all season. Curry against Lyles. Oh, what a fake. Gets inside. Again, a layup is good. Davis trying to swat it away. Curry with Murray on him. 3-pointer. Puts it in. Oh, Steph Curry from way downtown. Just how ironic, one of the worst road teams in the NBA during the regular season will have the biggest road win of the playoffs. As Curry lays it up and in, a 50-point Game 7 for Steph Curry.
15 turnovers for both teams. Curry using the screen. Curry connects a 3. Warriors 95. Washington's got 21. Curry finds his spot and cans it from long range.
Curry, good defense by McDaniel. Shot clock at 5, staying with him. Spins back, launches the 3. Oh!
Oh, no. One play in this game. Steph's like, no, forget about the screens. I got this. Little fake like he's about to spin towards the middle, fade away. He's looking at the crap.
So we were talking to him. They're saying Jamal Murray's about 89% back. Like, he'll have games where he looks 100%, but he's a killer.
Steph Curry! He drops in a 3. Curry, what a nifty move. And a better finish.
Get in the paint and kick it out.
Steph and Najee falling down. Curry, an opportunity for a 4-point play.
Curry still looking for his first points. Backs up, fires away. There they are. Missed his first 3 shots, knocks that one down. Again, Curry racing up the floor with Lamb. The pass, back out DiVincenzo. Corner 3, Curry, got it.
But it's been phenomenal. They've really risen to the challenge.
All right, thank you, Coach. Thank you. Mike.
All right, Lisa, 49-year-old Darvin Ham. As Curry knocks down the 3. Ham in his first year as head coach of the Lakers.
I mean, the rear view contest. But again, going back to your earlier point.
Curry, long 3-pointer. Puts it in. Steph Curry way downtown. And it's back to a 1-point game.
But the previous shot is absolutely ridiculous. tries to sell the contact.
And he finally is human. He was terrific off the bench with 8 points in that first quarter. Steph Curry, he's perfect. 3 for 3 on threes.
You know they're going to come back to the drive. This is Steph, just rhythm, rock with me.
Kuminga made it a tough shot, and Clay came back for the rebound. You mentioned in the first half, guards got to get to the glass. Curry, sidestep three, good!
It's only right, because he was unselfish, setting a screen for DiVincenzo last possession.
Foul. And Steph was knocked down and got no love there. He got it back. And made the three.
Not giving up on the play. Klay Thompson thought the ball was going out of bounds right in front of our scorers table.
Curry, 3. Jerome and the rookie, and outside it goes. Curry with the Iguodala screen. Williams trying to crowd. 1 second to fire. Wow, what a shot! Man. Foul. It goes on Golden State and Iguodala.
Shot clock running down. Zaire Williams all over.
And not just shooting and scoring, but look at him picking up Steph Curry full court, denying him from initiating the offense.
Curry has a little bit of room and knocks down his first three-pointer.
Curry drives inside. Curry tries a three. It's good. Using the Looney screen. Green back to Curry. Fakes. Looks. Fires three. Bang! 2-point game.
Screen and roll right now for Curry with a back screen by Thompson on Green.
Curry, a three-pointer. Bang! Steph Curry from downtown again. And we're tied with 15 seconds remaining.
So Steph headed the other way. Ooh. Curry step back three. Got another one.
Hey, it is a splash party tonight. He's got the appropriate shoes on.
That's a great block then.
Yeah, just a little separation. Steph is getting into the defender's body. He's been in the weight room. He's been pumping iron, dishing out punts.
He just missed both free throws. So Chris Paul trying to stay with Steph. Steph got in the lane, put it in and drew the foul. Oh, man. Curry with some wizardry.
Look, he's talking crazy to him. Steph is like, I'm going to get to this rim if it's the last thing that I do.
And he tried to get us to Draymond and goes through to Steph, and he'll hit the three.
Just how they drew it up.
It's a point, and more importantly, no Draymond for the next game. Curry hits a three, and now Draymond and Marcus Morris are getting into it. Terrence Mann at 4 years is essentially their youngest guy that plays. They are all vets. Curry again! Another three! Two-time Defensive Player of the Year. He gets around him. Kawhi recovers. Put it in! You gotta be kidding me!
He gets it, but they're just involving Zubac. Zubac's, he's trying to figure out, do I come up? Do I stay back? Steph is just bamboozling him.
Steph from behind the backboard. He banked that in.
Discipline without fouling.
Steph Curry for three. Got it.
Okay. You still have the game breaker on your side.
Here they come. Steph on the big man trying to create some space. Got around him. Setting up Kuminga for three.
Oh, look at that vision from Steph.
And right on cue. Steph hits the three.
First things first, you have to take care of the ball. 17 turnovers already.
Put the big man Garuba on him, and Steph scores on him anyway.
That's not going to work for the Rockets. This is Steph against Garuba. Just going beast mode. He didn't really get the blow by there.
+6 after being -15 in Atlanta and Memphis. Shot clock at 5. Curry sidestep, reload, three.
Is Steph going to wave at him?
He's setting that screen, and Bede's not out there. Curry's got the three. That's the drop coverage. The rookie out of Notre Dame. He was one and done in South Bend.
They got a lot of guys who could put it on the floor. Good athleticism.
Steph Curry. Wing jumper there. Pull out to Steph. And Curry, there it is. The first three of the night. Two highest scoring teams in the NBA. Steph did well just to catch that.
Relocates to the corner. Come on now. How good is Steph Curry?
Just didn't make any sense.
Because last year they were 29th in turnovers. It wasn't as many as they're having this year as Steph dances.
And Curry hits a three. Looney joining Antoine Jameson. It's the last Warrior to play at 82, and Steph hitting another three.
Wiggins against Fox. Back out to Payton, one more. Quick pull by Steph. He was running back before it even went through.
This is confidence. And a nice little touch pass going to occur from Gary Payton. Quick look, quick swing. And watch him after he lets it go. He just turns before it even goes through the net.
Payton with the offensive rebound. Steph with the three. Got it.
Let's watch Stephen Curry off the offensive rebound. The concentration.
They ice it to the baseline. Clay got hung up in the air. Steph for three. Oh, it's wet. What a shot by Steph Curry.
Was ridiculous. Clay looks like he's in trouble. That challenge was outstanding.
Wow.
There were guys on the bench, including an assistant, who just put his hands in his head.
Up to 13 for the game. Curry. Wonderful Hezzy. Drive and bucket. Oh, he was in his bag.
From the reigning MVP of the finals. The hesitation, crossover.
Curry wanted the body bump on Sabonis. Game one was a three-point contest. Sacramento won. Curry down the lane, serving it up and in. Curry, step back three. Looney, another rebound. Steph, reload, triple. Got it!
The work from Looney pays off again.
Shot clock at three. Going to work on JaMychal Green. Getting to that spin to the strong left hand. JaMychal knocked it away, and Looney's got it. Steph the trail three. Yes, sir!
The point where it just took too long for Sabonis to get in there, gave the Warriors time to collapse on it, and Steph Curry just hold it up there. He knows how pretty it is. Someone to pass it to, and his teammates were like, you're open, go ahead.
Oh, Clay in midair, finishing from Steph.
I think Clay is one of the reasons you're staying with the roller, and DiVincenzo's fighting over. Just make sure you bother him from behind.
Steph gets a little space. Keep executing. Up 10. No need to settle. Curry down the lane to lay it up. Curry weaving. The Kings still have not committed a foul the whole fourth quarter. Curry turning. Shot clock at 5. Lays it up and in. And is fouled.
No, he was just probing. He kept his dribble alive. That's the key.
So that early timeout, and we'll see, as Kalena said, there are a couple adjustments, but always get it to that guy. As Mr. Curry opens the scoring with the three. Curry creating space for three. You thought about that drive. Curry down the lane. Steph laying it up and in. What a lefty finish. He's got 23.
Eyes, physical, tough, and according to Mike Brown, he's fearless. Curry, scoop layup. Oh, beautiful. Curry, long distance. That's good.
Going back.
Curry for three. Cash. Curry doesn't need much space. Curry got him.
LeBron James, there's not one matchup.
Curry splits the seams down the lane. Layup shot is good. 13 points to Curry.
Again, James in the paint.
Curry a three-pointer.
Warriors by 8 with the ball. Curry lets it fly. It's good. Stephen Curry sends us to the halftime break with a rainmaker.
He is playing with 3 fouls. Curry gets by Schroeder. Curry
Inside lays it in.
answers.
Davis out there on Poole. Look where Davis is. Curry able to take the ball.
Oh boy, pot kettle situation. Wow. How the tables have turned. Curry with one to shoot, and it's good. Steph and Curry.
Curry gets past Davis. Inside, throws it off the glass and one. A circus shot from Steph Curry.
Leaving Anthony Davis to guard Steph Curry. And then the drive happens, the slide by, and Curry struggling to get going from the perimeter, throws up a circus.
Steph will stop for three. He's still a flamethrower.
Ability is availability, right? And so you have to play games to win in this league, especially now with the competition.
Continuing to work on his game.
Well, yeah. One thing he does exceptionally well. Don't stop when the ball leaves his hands. It's almost when your job begins.
Just stay solid so Coach Kirk can use you like he wants. Chris Paul and Dario Saric have checked in. Shot clock down to 2. Steph had the launch, and that's a good thing as he hits that 3. Getting to the free throw line more, as you see they're in the bonus too. There's Paul and Saric. They're pick and pop, missing that 3 there. Steph with the feet set and the 3 down. Klay Thompson and Wiggins. Steph's got it. 8 seconds. The 3 to win the game. Got it! He hits it with 5.5. The Kings are out of timeouts.
The most in the NBA. Curry using the screen. Splash from the outside. We're tied at 3. He has it knock off his body out of bounds.
Moody, great defense. Saw that the whole way. Push it to Steph, running it. Great pass by Klay to put it up and in and draw the foul. That's pretty basketball.
But Kevon Looney set that one up with his help and recover defensively. He just makes it look so easy. I was trying to get something for Klay.
Steph Curry for 3. Clock at 7. And Steph springs free. That hurts for Houston. All that work with Curry one more time. Herb Jones was with him, but not close enough.
He is putting on a clinic moving without the ball.
It's a lot of dribble penetration, but the Warrior defense knocking it away. Steph in transition, weaving through traffic, floating it up and in. Curry giving the Warriors the 12-3 early lead. See multiple guys hounding Curry, and so Chris Paul comes to get it. Now Steph's got it. They can do 2 for 1 if they want. Curry behind his back, runner for the lead, rimmed in! That's perfect.
Yeah, that's not very good, actually, especially on the road. Jalen Williams, look at the Warriors play the defense, though. Curry headed the other way. Curry 3, got it! Come on! Steph Curry is unreal. And coming down in transition, he's always live.
Steph Curry, a 3 in response is good. Get up and out. Draymond back out to Saric. Steph shot that from Eden, Oklahoma, and lasers in a 3.
Offensive rebounds. This is what offensive rebounds will do for you, and I don't know what Dort is thinking going on.
Steph Curry splits the double team. Curry down the lane. Curry puts it up and in.
Yeah, but since the season opener, he hasn't played as well, so he's looking to have a good game.
Curry springs free, and Steph's got the 3. Back up 9 after the LeVert free throws. Steph's got Strus, puts him in the blender, and hits the 3.
Filth. Look at Steph, the handle. Just going to yank him after going through his legs a few times. Remember MJ going through his legs again.
Cade Cunningham at 6'6", trying to stay with Steph. Curry again. I'm that hot. Listen, Steph Curry with 16.
Everybody brings their A game against the Warriors. This happens on the regular.
Skip pass. What a find by Draymond. Steph hits that 3, but that's all Draymond Green.
Draymond Green working out of the post. Everybody's focused on him. Look where Steph's. We got multiple guys on this team that kind of play like vets. Cade Cunningham's one of them too. Curry on Isaiah Stewart. Putting in the three.
Moving and you allow it. No one's getting around this screen. Look at the step back jumper. Isaiah Stewart's on him. Are you not entertained? Quality player, and he competes. He's smaller, but he's gritty.
Curry shot that from Fort Collins and hit that three. Steph Curry, a three of his own.
Yeah, he's got it like that. You got to get back, though. Is into the game. And this is just ridiculous. The screen happens. They switch it out. You got a 6'10" guy running at.
Starts to feel it a little bit. He's got 9.
It's been the Levert show lately. Everybody's kind of letting him work.
Oh, what a finish by Steph. Tempo change will have to be the biggest difference. I think then the shooting and the rhythm can come along for the ride. But Cleveland had it very choppy, and that's exactly how they wanted it. Steph Curry, beautiful banking runner. That one deflected away. Curry and Draymond, great defense.
You got to capitalize on some of these.
5th opportunity for single digits. There it is. It's an 8-point game. Steph here. Draymond didn't want that three. Steph got a little foul. He got it and put it in anyway. Tough runner. Rebound loose. Saric. Dario. How did he put that up and in?
That's power.
Oh, Curry the steal. Curry to lay it up and in.
That's how you finish the quarter off strong.
Steph splitting 2 defenders on a step through. Put it in and drew the foul. He is magical. And they're just not making him. Steph Curry. He's been 5 of 13 on 3.
Summer he had. He wanted to get in the weight room. Had a great summer working on his game.
Oh, Holmgren couldn't get through the rim, and Curry, what a clever finish.
Not afraid to bang with the trees, split the defense. Steph Curry leaving.
Turnovers have been the problem here in the second half. Curry's got nowhere to go amongst the trees. Steph 4-3, got it.
They forgot about his relocate. The Warriors' initial action doesn't work. They're not flowing into the second option very well.
Steph 3, right on time. Steph trying to get rid of Van Vliet. Oh, man. He shot that with the right hand while he's moving sideways, and then Chris Paul committing the foul. As an afterthought, shot this with the right hand, kind of like, okay, I'm going to lean into you. Oh, then I'll just one-hand push shot from the baseline. Chris Paul, 2 men jump at him. Mr. Curry's got a 3, and how about 4? 3 down, and a free throw coming. Taking care of the ball, getting shots up. Curry's got Şengün on a switch. Shot clock at 3. Step side, step 3. He got it. He's got 16.
Did you see Şengün's reaction?
You know, when the guy's moving, you can't just tackle him. Steph Curry. Oh, man. He had Brooks flying at him and still made that 3.
Green moving it quick. Curry now. Got Ellis on him. He gets by him, and the little floater is good. A finger roll with 9 assists in this game. Just 7 points though. Curry shakes Duarte, rips it. Steph
Championship in San Antonio. There's a lot of guys with a lot of stuff. As Curry, he got the all-time record. Warriors execute a few times here on offense. Steph Curry relocate 3. Bottoms that one. Running back on D. And now to the beard. Harden inside. Man didn't catch it cleanly. Steph took it away.
Tremendous defensive rotation.
Curry with a steal. Curry on the accelerator. Curry to lay it up and in.
Go at Harden's life.
Curry down the lane around Zubac to lay it up and in.
He elongated, rejected the screen.
Here that are fun to watch.
He's a flyer.
His first made field into 35% shooting. It's just find the switch offensively for the Dubs. And Steph Curry puts that in and draws the foul.
Uh-oh. His team ignited.
Steph Curry 3. That can do it. He's got 21. Twice.
long to Booker here. Stephen Curry a chance at a three-point play. I beg your pardon, the foul is on Watanabe.
15-point lead has been trimmed to 9.
For him at LSU, he was an elite scorer, 23 a game in college. It's crazy. As Steph knocks down a 3.
Steph with Cam Thomas on him. Curry yanks it back, crosses him over. Baseline pole, the rebound.
So you got numbers.
He's hit 2 threes. Make it 3.
Here he goes.
Little Curry flurry heading to halftime.
The screeners defender, Trace Jackson Davis, gets a lot of credit for setting a good one. And then you're just feeling good. Why not rise up?
Now, this last play with Gafford and Avdia, Steph, Clay, Pajemski with Kuminga and Looney. Well, Steph has bottomed 2 straight threes. Steph moving through the mix. He made 2 straight threes. This time hits up Looney with the dunk. 2 men follow Steph, and Wes Unseld said, all right, that's enough. They did not get what they wanted out of that. Steph, right to the iron. Eaton had Chris Paul. He forced him to pick up the dribble. Curry on the baseline. Went around Kamara to lay it up and in.
We're seeing shot makers at their best right now.
This is one when Clay gets this hot, though. They like to look for him. Steph backdoor. Never saw the rim and made it anyway.
He's going to continue to come off the bench. Here is Curry connecting on a 3. First field goal of the game for Steph Curry.
You know, even here, you talked about the one kind of missed travel here, knocks down the 3.
Some miscommunication there with Gordon.
He was on the verge of making his first All-Star game before the injury.
Yep.
I think he's an All-Star this year, in my opinion.
Here's Curry laying it in off the delivery from Kuminga. Curry trying to come back to the basketball. Will fire a bomb and hit it. Because, of course,
Hero was like, oh, I'm going to beat him off the dribble. It never happened. Steph Curry trapping in the 3, and he's fouled.
Close as quick as you can. See that little hesitation there, and he's in his landing area. That's by the letter.
Hero taken away by Steph Curry. Steph getting a little body contact, laying it in, drawing the foul.
And he is hyped. Physicality with physicality. Stand his ground and make you score over the top.
Sabonis only 2 points since the first quarter. Curry raining down a 3 on Golden One Center. And the Warriors lead by 2. He should win the inaugural Jerry West Award. Steph Curry has been clutch in the past and trying to be that again. He makes it a 2-point game.
So Harrison Barnes has drawn this assignment for much of this fourth quarter. Steph gets all the separation he needs. You're anticipating the drive. You're trying to close to that shooter. But the level of concentration.
Klay Thompson didn't settle for that 3, but then got it to Looney. Shot clock at 3. Steph, good look. Got it. You're fortunate there. Gets Murray on the switch. And Steph trying to cook the rookie, floating it up and in. He'll pick up the foul. And the greatest shooter of all time is going to the line.
And that's so big time. This is Keegan Murray trying to keep up with Steph. And it's bad news for Keegan Murray. Steph is going to have an easy time getting by him. But Steph...
Long way to go in the game, but you're protecting the 13-point lead. Curry from the hash mark. How did both our teams shoot under 40%? There's going to be a 135-130 game as Curry made 14 on Sunday. They've already hit 7 of 9 in the first quarter.
It messes with your game plan as Steph banks one in. Oh my goodness, he's smiling at that conversation. Steph, he gives it up. The give and go is what really kills defenders, and Mitchell.
Green hands it back. Curry the drive, layup off the glass is good. 38 for Curry, largest lead of the game for the Warriors.
He's got more of a chance of getting looks off pick and rolls than he does coming off pin downs and screens to handoffs.
Curry keeps the dribble and he gets it to go, and 1.
The Warriors just continue to push time after time after time, and the Lakers just not able to keep up. Warriors continue to push the pace at every opportunity. Steph Curry here, nobody ever gets in front of him. He takes the ball all the way to the rim and lays it in.
James on Moody. Good defense by the 20-year-old, forces the turnover. And Curry will bring it into the front court. Drives on Schroeder, gets inside, counted and a foul. Little hesitation to draw the contact.
Can I tell you what's fascinating to me about LeBron James this year? 2 years ago, he takes the most threes. I think we're going to go to break.
Oh, Steph having it knocked away, got it back. Shot clock at 10. 2 men jump at Curry again. Curry beat them all to the rim.
And Steph, they're like, hey, we got to get the ball out of this guy's hands. Make him wait a minute. He's going away from the help, going away from the second man of the double team. He just went towards the weaker defender, but the slower defender. Like,
2 years ago, they didn't have one.
Yeah.
He became that.
Here's Curry. Stepping away, the rainbow is good.
I'm sorry, that was great defense.
Just a completely different dynamic with their second unit. And you get Gary Payton, the second back. He only played 7 games last year at the end of the season. As Curry is beyond heating it up right there.
He wants to work inside. Warriors are willing to give up his 3 ball. Steph Curry for 3, already running back. He knew that was down and on 3. That one off front iron. Steph tipping it to GP2.
he was in the right place at the right time. He waited, but now he's at the rim because he just kept going. And GP2.
Gary Payton II is in the ball game as well, and the Warriors get a steal. Payton flicked it away to Saric. On the drive, Steph Curry, acrobatic, scores.
2 triples and 2 layups, and this one creatively, to avoid Marvin Bagley at 6'11" trying to block it from behind. Clever George is what he is. And you don't see Sasser, at least early in his career, turning the ball over much, but that was
It's not been in the rotation, but Jalen Duren is out tonight. So Wiseman getting a chance to play, and Steph Curry hitting another 3. He's got 13 in the quarter.
Helping each other, moving on a string defensively.
Curry, corner 3.
Steph Curry back in to Trayce Jackson-Davis. What a catch and finish, and he draws the foul.
That's why you love Trayce Jackson-Davis out there. You got 2 defenders chasing Steph. We talked about the shooters, Steph getting it to the roller. You got Trayce Jackson-Davis rolling. Watch your head.
Steph with a step back 3. Got it. He saw it. Curry running the floor. Wiggins with the show and go. The skip pass to Steph for 3.
Perfect 3 minutes here.
Steph behind the back.
Give him the shot. This is Steph. Fake like he's going left. The handle.
Payton, no good in the middle of the paint. Phoenix an 0 for 5 start. Here's Steph Curry switching home to 3. 8-0 Warriors.
Draymond directing traffic. Shot clock at 7. Finding Steph. What a backdoor cut. He'll pick up the foul as he flipped it in.
I watched him that whole possession.
Iguodala setting the screen. Here's Curry letting it fly. And hit the 7-3 of the opening quarter for the Golden State Warriors.
You're talking about how quick their release is. There's a stat somewhere for that. JJ will find it, I'm pretty sure. But here, just the ball is going.
You got Plumlee on him. Why not take him?
Plumlee, pretty good defense. Get away to Kuminga, got it back. Curry 3, got it. Shot clock off. Curry against the world. Curry with 2 men on him, flips it up and in. Oh, what a quarter by Steph. Man, to end it.
Steph to 3 in transition is perfect. Trae Young had it knocked away. Play handling. Steph's on his right. Curry in on Murray to put it up and in, and it's a 1-point game. That 3 was a little unusual for him. He normally knows who he is as a player, but completing the 3-point play. Klay Thompson. The Warriors can't buy a 3. Steph Curry, he shot that from Lochinvar Golf Club.
Christopher made him take a tough shot. This is Steph. You know he's got deep range, and there was a little screen there that made it a little tougher to close out. See, look at Draymond Green. He's so good at that. Gave him the opportunity. Someone else has to get in there and help.
That over-help we talk about. Steph Curry, he beat the whole Rocket roster. He went around Otis Thorpe, Hakeem Olajuwon, Kenny Smith, and then laid it in.
He is.
When you play with Steph Curry, run the floor because he'll score on one end. You're going to beat the Rockets all 4 times. And with every game precious in the Western standings, the Warriors will take this. Curry, 30 for 30.
Ah, the G League Ignite reference. I like it.
That was terrible.
Steph? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. That's good defense, and I'll just fade, fire, and rainbow one in.
Look at him run back. He knew he had to work hard for that one, so he wanted to work hard to run.
Curry's hit 2 buzzer beaters in this building. Down to 5. Steph at 3. Steph to lay it in!
Watch him here late. I'm going to screen out everybody. Make sure you got the clear lane. Cleveland cannot keep up with Steph here. He's just going to beat him off the dribble, the little behind the back. And he's all.
PJ Tucker's 0 for 4. Curry. Wheeling around, turning, firing, and hitting.
He was just going to probe until he found an opening.
Shot clock at 10. Draymond set that screen. 2-man jump at Steph. Curry, the escape dribble. Steph, little push shot.
He's gone to that floater, and it's not let him down.
Steph has a reliable floater. 2 defenders come. He waits till Yang vacates and backs up. Then he attacks him and then stops short. It's smart. A little cross back over to the middle. He's got a reliable floater, and he's using it now.
35 years old and 16 years in the league.
A lot of shots. A lot of those are going to be long rebounds. You have to be ready for those.
Curry hits a 3, picks up the foul.
Shaking his head. I can't believe that's our first 3 made. Let's make a habit of this 3-ball thing. And in comes Kuminga.
Curry 3. Well, Steph's got 23, the lead back to 5.
Sometimes it takes getting waved to just have a reality check and then light a fire up under. He's like, I'm trying to stay up in this lead.
Curry took the contact, put the bucket in, to the line. One-day trip to Denver, back home for a 1-game homestand against OKC. Finish off the year at SAC at Portland. Getting down to the Final 4. Curry for 3. Working on that 50-40-90.
It's time to have some fun. Behind the back.
50% from the field, 40% on threes.
I'm looking for a cutter. They're putting big guys on Steph.
For the most part, they've done a decent job. Porter Jr. fouled Curry there as he lays it up and in.
That is filthy.
Warriors giving it away. Porter Jr. nowhere to go. Draymond, what a steal. Deflected and collected it.
He's got his hands active.
And Clay running the floor to lay it in. That's a beautiful play. The 3 Hall of Famers, Draymond to Curry to Clay.
But that has been one of the biggest head scratchers with this team. We asked Steve Kerr about it before the game. He said, look, we've gotten deep into the analytics, and really none of it makes any sense as Curry is able to bang one home from the mid-range.
Curry? I think Kalina said he was going to make a 3. Curry relocate 3. Lamb keeping it alive again. What a play. 3rd opportunity. Back out to Steph. Another 3. That's down. Points, 7 assists, 9 boards. Steph Curry, speaking of driving, little floater, perfectly done. Alex Len, little push shot. Steph, the air ball rebound.
DiVincenzo bothered him.
Curry, how hot am I? Okay. 2 for 2 on threes and a little run for the Dubs. Tell you what, Sharp has the greenest of green light, missing that 3 there. If you don't turn it over and keep getting shots up, it's Steph. Took a little contact and flipped it in anyway. Peyton, Kuminga, Jordan Poole. Your depth and the options for Steve Kerr's there. Oh, the lob! And Kuminga high-rising and hammering.
His catch radius is everywhere. Look how high.
box all over Curry. Gets it back. The floater, it's nothing but cotton.
The game begins when he gives up the ball. Who is relentless with his movement. He never stops. De'Aaron Fox gets some assistance, gives it up, gonna keep moving. Look at the grounds he covers. We talk about Wiggins being elite athletically. This guy's ridiculous.
Here at the Chase Center.
And Chris Middleton's been at the scorer's table for a long time.
Curry again from way downtown. Timeout Milwaukee. Warriors by 7.
The passing is outstanding. It's a 3 by Curry.
Klay Thompson tips it away, and DiVincenzo gets it. Racing up the floor, goes right at Reeves, back up top. Curry, three-pointer. That's good. Steph Curry with his 5th three-pointer. And it's back to 5.
Reeves got 22 and 11. Steph flipping it up and in to tie the game.
Was the 34th pick. Santa Clara version, he was the 12th pick.
Curry floating it up and in.
Kenrich, because he had picked up his dribble, had nowhere to go, and then still threw a fake.
Steph Curry putting it up and in and drawing the foul. This is the most interesting game for Steph.
Offensive player, a smart scorer, and that's what the defense is giving him. You see Van Vliet is kind of shading him that direction, and Steph just took it.
Steph hides behind Draymond. His 3 is perfect. Okay, here they come.
Curry probing. And now it's Curry on the reset. And it's good.
Here's Curry. Makes his move around Bridges, floats it up and in, and the foul!
Security comes in from a championship pedigree. Okay, I've been off from shooting from behind the arc, but one thing you can't take away is the drive as well. And Steph able to finish right over the top.
Against the worst defense in the league, which is the Spurs, you can get what you want if you move it around like the Warriors are right now.
Klay Thompson kicking out to Wiggins. Iguodala's first playing time. And Steph, he drops in the 3.
Warriors have missed their last 9, now make it 10 shots. Looney keeps it alive. Bodies on the floor. Poole out-hustled O'Neal, maybe hurt. Curry for 3, and that ends the drought.
Well, you would love if that level of contact is not a foul tonight, because the way Shea and Giddey and Dort and those guys drive. Steph Curry hits a 3. 3 years at Maryland, a 55th pick a year ago. No relation to our Andrew Wiggins. Curry 3. Oh, man. He's got 34.
Retrieved in the corner by Stephen Curry. He's got 5 rebounds. Curry's got 17 points. Driving by Brooks, slithers in for 2. Wow.
Ingles to Holiday. Holiday drives, gets in the paint. The runner's up, blocked by Curry. And a quick timeout called by Golden State.
Well, Holiday got to his preferred left hand. The rotation over by Curry. Ingles was wide open in the corner on the dribble penetration.
Thompson the rebound. Back up top to Curry. Curry drives, gets inside. The layup off the glass is good. 7-point lead with a minute to go.
Outlet. Curry again. Curry step back 3.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. From stateless dreamer to playoff legend in the modest neighborhood of Sepolia, Athens, the world was unaware that a legend was growing. Giannis Antetokounmpo, born on December 6, 1994, lived in the shadows of legality. His parents, Nigerian immigrants, had no papers and barely any money, and neither did their sons. Giannis was technically stateless, not Greek, not Nigerian. Yet what he lacked in paperwork, he made up for in resilience, humility, and an unrelenting will to succeed. Giannis and his brothers spent their childhood selling trinkets on the streets to help put food on the table. Their parents, Charles and Veronica, worked tirelessly, and the family often went without basic necessities. Basketball was more than a game, it was an escape. It was a small, cracked court in their neighborhood that introduced Giannis to a new dream, one that would carry him across oceans. He joined Philithikos, a small club in the Greek second division, where coaches were immediately struck by his height, coordination, and determination. Word spread quickly. By 2013, Giannis was drafted 15th overall by the Milwaukee Bucks, a long, skinny teenager with raw talent and limitless upside. At first, his NBA journey was anything but glamorous. He didn't speak English fluently. He was homesick. He had to wire money back home to help his family survive. And he was unknown, both to fans and to himself. But day by day, Giannis trained, studied, and transformed his body and mind. By 2017, he was an NBA All-Star and Most Improved Player. And by 2019, he was the MVP of the league. But every great NBA career is measured by the playoffs. Early heartbreak and lessons learned. Giannis the playoffs in 2015 for the first time, but his Bucks were no match for a deeper, more experienced Chicago Bulls team. Each postseason brought new lessons and frustrations. In 2019, the Bucks reached the Eastern Conference Finals and took a 2-0 lead against the Toronto Raptors, only to lose 4 straight games as Kawhi Leonard outdueled them. Critics said Giannis wasn't ready. In 2020, the Bucks dominated the regular season again, and Giannis won his second MVP. But in the bubble playoffs, Milwaukee was stunned in the second round by the Miami Heat. Analysts questioned his shooting, his ability to close games, and even whether he could ever win a title. The 2021 redemption arc. Giannis didn't flinch. He kept working. He stayed loyal to Milwaukee and signed a Supermax contract, vowing to bring a championship to the city that believed in him. Then came the 2021 playoffs, a run that would define his legacy. The Bucks swept the Heat in the first round, redemption. Then came a brutal 7-game war against the Brooklyn Nets, featuring Kevin Durant's historic performances. Giannis battled through, delivering 40 points in a Game 7 overtime victory on the road. In the Eastern Conference Finals, Giannis suffered a gruesome hyperextended knee in Game 4. Many assumed his season was over. But miraculously, he returned for the finals against the Phoenix Suns. There, he delivered one of the greatest playoff performances in NBA history. Game 2 42 points, 12 rebounds. Game 3 41 points, 13 rebounds. Game 6 50 points, 14 rebounds, 5 blocks, sealing Milwaukee's first NBA championship in 50 years. He was named Finals MVP, and the image of Giannis sobbing while holding the trophy instantly became iconic. From street vendor to NBA champion, he had achieved what once seemed impossible. A playoff mainstay and leader. Since that historic run, Giannis has remained a dominant playoff force. In 2022, despite his heroics, the Bucks were edged out in 7 games by the Celtics, even after he averaged 31.7 points, 14.2 rebounds, and 6.8 assists per game. In 2023, a back injury in the first round derailed the Bucks' chances against the Heat. Giannis returned late in the series and apologized to fans, calling the season, not a failure, but a step toward success, a quote that resonated globally. In the 2024 and 2025 postseasons, Giannis led the Bucks back into contention. He averaged over 30 points per game both years and was named NBA Cup MVP in 2025 after leading Milwaukee to the league's inaugural in-season tournament title. Though they fell short of a championship, his leadership, consistency, and impact remained undeniable. Legacy off the court. Through all the highs and lows, Giannis has remained deeply grounded in his values. In 2022, he and his brothers launched the Charles Antetokounmpo Family Foundation to support underserved youth in Greece, Nigeria, and the U.S. The foundation funds education, housing, and sports programs, honoring their father's legacy of kindness and hard work. In 2024, Giannis married Mariah Riddlespringer, his longtime partner, and together they continue to raise a growing family. Their home is a sanctuary filled with laughter, learning, and love. Giannis Antetokounmpo's journey is far from over. Still in his prime, Giannis is no longer the skinny kid selling DVDs on the streets of Athens. He is a 2-time MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, a Finals MVP, heart of Milwaukee. But more than that, he is proof that greatness is not about where you start, it's about what you're willing to endure, what you choose to believe, and how deeply you care for the people around you. His playoff battles, injuries, championships, and heartbreaks have sculpted not just a superstar, but a symbol of hope. In a league of giants, Giannis stands tallest, not just for what he's achieved, but for how he's done it.
Tyrese Haliburton, the rise of a playmaking phenom. Once a quiet, introspective kid from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, Tyrese Haliburton's journey to NBA stardom is a story of vision, patience, and an unrelenting drive to prove his worth. Born on February 29, 2000, Haliburton was always a bit of an outlier, not just in his birthday, but in his approach to basketball. Unlike the traditional high-flying, dunk-heavy style that dominated his peers, Tyrese excelled with a unique blend of intelligence, playmaking, and basketball IQ. The college years. Iowa State. In the making of a playmaker, Haliburton's journey began at Iowa State, where his combination of court awareness and skill set quickly made him a standout. His ability to orchestrate the offense with precision, his unselfishness, and his ability to make others better earned him rave reviews. Despite not being the flashiest player in the NCAA, it was clear to scouts that he was special. By the time he declared for the NBA draft in 2020, Tyrese was no longer just another prospect, he was one of the most coveted players in the class. The NBA dream, a quick ascendancy. In 2020, Haliburton was selected as the 12th overall pick by the Sacramento Kings. And though many felt he had been overlooked by teams higher in the draft, Tyrese's calm demeanor and playmaking instincts quickly earned him a spot in the spotlight. His NBA debut in December 2020 was nothing short of impressive. But it wasn't just his shooting or scoring ability that stood out, it was his innate sense of timing, his vision, and his ability to dissect opposing defenses. But while his tenure in Sacramento showed glimpses of brilliance, it wasn't until he was traded to the Indiana Pacers in 2022 that he truly began to flourish. Suddenly, he became the undisputed leader of the Pacers, tasked with both creating plays and guiding the next generation of Pacers stars. His transition to the Pacers was seamless. Haliburton quickly turned into the Pacers' primary playmaker and floor general, becoming the backbone of their offense. A star is born, all-star appearances and more. In his first full season with the Pacers, Haliburton earned an all-star selection, a recognition that solidified his place among the league's elite. The following year, he was selected again, but this time as a starter, an acknowledgement of his growing stature and influence on the court. By the 2023-2024 season, Haliburton wasn't just a player, he was a bona fide superstar. He led the league in assists, becoming the primary facilitator for one of the NBA's most exciting offenses. His leadership carried the Pacers to the playoffs, where his clutch performances in tight moments showcased his ability to step up under pressure. In 2024-25, the playoffs heat up. The 2024-2025 NBA playoffs have marked an exhilarating chapter in Haliburton's career. As the Indiana Pacers entered the first round, they faced a familiar and formidable foe, the Milwaukee Bucks. This wasn't just any playoff series. This was a battle between two teams with a fierce rivalry and a lot on the line. The Bucks, led by superstar Damian Lillard, and the Pacers, fueled by Haliburton's stellar playmaking and leadership, were poised for an epic showdown. The rivalry was electric, filled with trash talk, physical play, and moments of intense drama. In the first game, Haliburton was everywhere, distributing the ball, making timely steals, and knocking down critical shots. The Pacers and the Bucks traded blows throughout the game, but it was Haliburton's calm under pressure that helped push the Pacers to a crucial Game 1 win. Following that, Haliburton's comments about the rivalry made headlines. "We don't like them, they don't like us," he said, further intensifying the already charged atmosphere between the two teams. His words were a reflection of the heart-pounding intensity on the court. This was no ordinary playoff series. This was personal. Despite the tensions, Haliburton kept his focus, delivering standout performances in every game. His playmaking ability was on full display as he averaged 18.4 points, 8.8 assists, and 3.5 rebounds per game in the series. His vision was unparalleled, creating easy scoring opportunities for teammates while consistently finding himself in the right place at the right time. His leadership, both on and off the floor, proved invaluable. But the true test came in Game 4. With the series tied at 2-2, the Pacers needed a hero. With the game tied in the final moments, Haliburton drove to the basket, drawing defenders and dishing out a perfectly timed assist to a wide-open teammate for the game-winning shot. The Pacers took a 3-2 lead, and Haliburton was once again the man of the hour. The rivalry reaches a boiling point. Game 6, back in Milwaukee, was even more intense. The Bucks were desperate to keep their championship hopes alive, and with the game on the line, the stakes were higher than ever. Haliburton had played like a seasoned veteran throughout the series, but in this pivotal game, he took his performance to another level. With just seconds left, and the Pacers holding a slim lead, Haliburton was forced into a physical altercation with Damian Lillard after a hard foul. The tension was palpable, with both sides staring each other down. The crowd erupted, sensing the gravity of the moment. Despite the chaos around him, Haliburton stayed composed, ultimately sealing the game with another clutch assist and a key steal in the final moments. As the final buzzer sounded, the Pacers had eliminated the Bucks from the playoffs, sending a clear message: Tyrese Haliburton had officially arrived as a playoff superstar. International glory, Team USA and the 2024 Olympics. But Haliburton's rise wasn't just confined to the NBA. In 2024, he joined the U.S. men's basketball team for the Summer Olympics in Paris, helping lead the team to a gold medal. It was a crowning achievement in his already stellar career, and the world began to take notice of the guy who had started out as an unassuming prospect from a small town in Wisconsin. Looking ahead, the future of the Pacers and the NBA as Haliburton continues to grow and evolve, one thing is certain: his journey is far from over. With the Pacers, he's on the verge of leading the franchise to new heights, and with his relentless work ethic and sharp basketball mind, there's no telling just how far he can go. In a league dominated by high-flying dunkers and explosive athletes, Haliburton's story reminds us that sometimes, the quietest players have the loudest impact. Whether he's dropping dimes, hitting clutch shots, or taking over a game with his defense, Tyrese Haliburton is showing the world that he's not just a rising star. He's a future legend in the making. And as the Pacers prepare for their next battle, the question remains: who can stop the Pacers' playmaking phenom, Tyrese Haliburton?